Hey, beautiful souls. Welcome to Alex TV, where flavor meets soul. My name is Annie B, and you read the caption. And today we have a delicious pinwheel recipe using pork. We have a jerk pork pinwheel recipe, and it came out absolutely delicious with mushrooms, onions, callaloo, and then we have this delicious, flavorful, and bright salad that we are going to pair with this. And when I tell y'all this was so juicy, see those juices flowing out of that? My goodness gracious me. All right, so ain't nothing to it but to get into it. So let's get into this recipe. We're making the marinade for our jerk pork. We got salt, black pepper, onion powder, coriander, allspice. I believe I used garlic powder too. Thyme, Italian seasoning, the umami mushroom seasoning, some soy sauce, and some browning. All right, then we're going to squeeze some lime juice in there. And please keep in mind, I will have the recipe down in the description box below. Then I'm adding in some oil, mixing that marinade together. Yes, look at that. A very quick jerk-like marinade. All right, so here's our pork tenderloin, which I got from ShopRite for about $6.85, I believe the tag said, and such a good price. It came with two in there. I thought it was one, but it's two pieces. I'm cleaning off as much of that silver skin as I can get off. Cleaning it in cold water, cleaning it with some lime juice. You can do vinegar, lemon juice, whatever you want to clean your meat with. Then here I am. You want to slice down the long way, butterfly your pork tenderloin. I almost got stuck there. I was like, what do I want to say? Yes. So you're going to go ahead and start butterflying it, going down the long way. Just like so. Yep. And you want to be sure not to cut it all the way through. You just want to butterfly it. And then you're going to use a mallet, and then you're going to go ahead and pound your meat out flat. Be careful doing this as well. You don't want it to have holes in it. So you just want to pound it out flat. Look at all that surface area we got on that. I was so excited to do this. It was my first time doing this. Now you can make your own marinade, or you can use this Walker Wood traditional Jamaican jerk seasoning, hot and spicy marinade, or the mild one. But today I decided to make my own very quick jerk seasoning myself. But I love Walker's Wood. It's so good. So now you just want to take that marinade and put it all over your pork, front and back. Flip it over, do the same thing on the back. Oh, this came out so good. My. And it was so pretty to look at too. I love when food looks nice. So now here I'm prepping some onions, some scallion. This is the filling that I'm getting all the way together. And keep in mind, I did all my fillings separate, just because I wanted to be able to see all the colors very thoroughly when I cut the pinwheel. But you can mix all of these things together. All right, so I'm seasoning my onions and scallions with a little salt and pepper. And I'm just going to cook that till it becomes translucent, then remove it. And then now I'm prepping my mushrooms. I'm taking out the inner part of the mushroom, slicing them. Make sure you clean your mushrooms thoroughly. Okay, you don't want no dirt in your food, baby girl. So yeah, now we're just going to chop these up pretty fine. Saute them just like we did the onions, little salt, little pepper. Let that cook through, and then we're going to move that. Take that out the pot. And then I'm going to go with our callaloo, which is like a Jamaican spinach, okay? So our callaloo is also used a lot in Africa as well. So here I am adding my umami mushroom seasoning, some black pepper, some garlic powder, and some thyme. And then here I have my broccoli and mushroom. This is for my salad. Just a little oil, salt, and pepper. Pop it in the air fryer. 360 degrees for about 15 minutes I did. And then here I'm adding my mozzarella cheese to my pork, getting the filling in there. All right, let's get that filling in. So I'm adding my mozzarella cheese, like I said. Then I'm going to go ahead and add the callaloo, the onions, and then lastly the mushrooms. You want to leave about an inch around the sides. Although I also have some little spice here. I have some Scotch bonnet pepper, some red pepper flakes, and some cilantro. And then we're just going to roll this bad boy up. You want to make sure you roll it nice and taut. This is my first time doing a pinwheel recipe, and there are so many. I'm just trying to find different ways to, different techniques, and use Jamaican flair or Caribbean flair in the food. So just trying different techniques, but still having those nice, bold Caribbean flavors. That's been the goal. And I had so much fun making this, because just a different way of doing jerk pork. It's fun to make, right? So you can use butcher's twine, or you can use picks like this. I'm using these, and I'm cutting them about 1.5 inches. I don't be measuring things sometimes, y'all. All right, so about 1.5 inches that you're going to cut these. You can do this whole. You can roast this whole, but I wanted to roast it cut. And look at that. Look at that. Looks delicious already, and it's not even cooked yet. And remember, the recipe will be down in the description box below. Look at how good that looks. Wow. Amazing. Nice pork pinwheel. There's also steak pinwheels, which I definitely want to try. I love steak. Love, love, love. So you could do the same thing with steak. Use the same flavorings and the same ingredients just with steak. And look how nice that turned out. Now I'm just going to make sure that they're all taut and add a few more of the picks in there. Don't waste none of that juice. I'm pouring that juice over top each of these pinwheels. And I love jerk pork. If you haven't had jerk pork before, you really need to try it. I asked my mother if she ate meat again, what would be the thing that she would want to eat first? And she said jerk pork, okay? Now, I had a little bit of cilantro and Scotch bonnet pepper and red pepper flakes. I'm making the dressing for my salad. So I added some lemon juice to that, added more cilantro, added some mustard, some salt, pepper, and thyme. And then we're just going to give that a good mix. I added a good amount of lime juice because I wanted it to be bright and super flavorful. This dressing was bomb.com. And lately I've really just been loving doing like salads with cabbage. I think cabbage is just, it's so delicious. It's so good. And I love the texture of cabbage as well. So you're going to just toss your cabbage in that dressing, and then we'll get back to that. Look at these pinwheels. Yum, yum, yum. They came out great. Came out so good. You just pop them in the oven on 400 degrees for about 25 minutes. And look how good this came out. This one was my little snack. You got to always have a little snack when you make some food. So yeah, this came out so good. Very flavorful, very bold. I love the cheese in there. Love the callaloo, the mushroom, the onions, and of course that jerk flavor with the allspice, the scallion, the Scotch bonnet. Just came out so good. So now we're prepping everything, getting everything together, doing one of my favorite things to do, which is to plate up. And I have some pickled onions and Scotch bonnet pepper here, just some lime juice, salt, and pepper. So I'm adding my pickled onions over top the cabbage. And now we're going to add some broccoli and then some mushrooms. We're doing a nice layered salad. And then we're going to add some shaved carrot. And, of course, a little cute little bunch of cilantro. That salad was good. That dressing, oh, my goodness. The mustard with the lime juice and then the cilantro. I love me some cilantro. Look how pretty that is. Look at those colors. Very pleasing to look at and absolutely, definitely delicious. I was wondering if I wanted to be a big back or not. So I was like, 2 pinwheels or 3? Let's do 3 on a plate. Let's do 3. Okay? Okay. This came out so good, you guys. You definitely want to try this recipe. And you could do this with salmon. You could do it with steak. You could do this with pretty much. There's so many different things you could do this with. And just have fun with it. Enjoy it. It was very flavorful. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Let me know down in the comments if you would order this at a restaurant, okay? Let me know. I appreciate every single one of you. Yes, I do. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed, who watches the videos through, and we are monetized. Yay, for the 3rd time. So thank you all again for your support. Yes, yes, yes. And y'all, this was so juicy. And I kept back some of that gravy too so that I could pour it over and dip the meat into it. So good. And all these flavors already go nicely together. Like if we would make a plate of food, it would be some callaloo, right? With some of the pork. And so just adding that all together in the pinwheel, listen, flavor bomb. Flavor bomb. Yum. And then I add a little extra lime juice just to brighten it up. Such a delicious meal, you guys. You cannot go wrong. No, you cannot. Look at that. Look. Just juicy. Just juicy. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate every single one of you. God bless and peace.